Have you ever felt the urge to put off important tasks, promising yourself you'll do them later, only to find that later rarely comes? Imagine a life where each time you hesitated, something essential slipped away. You've probably experienced moments when procrastination crept in, taking you further away from your dreams and goals. It may have started small. Maybe you delayed a chore, avoided a commitment, or thought, someone else will handle it. Over time, however, this mindset can build into a powerful wall that separates you from achieving anything meaningful. This story of a farmer and a wise mother sparrow in the fields of a quiet village offers a deep lesson about independence, self-reliance, and the dangers of laziness. But this is no ordinary tale. It's one that strikes at the heart of how waiting for others can be the greatest form of laziness. Let's dive into the story, as it's not only about a farmer and his crops, but a profound look at why reliance on others can undermine your true potential. The story begins on a bright morning with a diligent farmer who has sown crops in his fields. Each row of crops represents his hard work and hope for a bountiful harvest. Just as he finished planting, he noticed that a small family of sparrows had begun to build a nest among the rows. Despite the farmer's presence, the sparrows felt safe, sensing that there was still time before the crops would be harvested. The mother sparrow had a nest full of eggs, and soon, tiny sparrow chicks began to hatch. Each day, the mother sparrow tirelessly ventured into the forest, returning with food to feed her young ones. The field became their haven, a safe place where they grew strong and carefree. But as days passed, a change came over the field. The farmer started to talk to himself about harvesting his crops. One day, the mother sparrow returned to her nest to find her young ones trembling in fear. "What happened, my children?" she asked, worried. The young sparrows chirped anxiously. "Mother, today the farmer came, and he said he would send his sons to harvest the crops tomorrow." The mother sparrow listened carefully, her eyes calm but thoughtful. She understood the nature of people well. "Don't worry," she reassured her children. "No one will come tomorrow. You see, he relies on his sons to do his work. So relax and don't be afraid." The next day passed without incident. The farmer's sons did not come. Days turned into weeks, and each time the farmer voiced his plans, they were met with the same result. No one came to harvest the crops. The young sparrows grew accustomed to these empty promises, believing that no matter what the farmer said, they were safe. But the mother sparrow noticed something deeper, a pattern of dependence. One day, the farmer changed his tone. Instead of speaking about his sons, he said, "Tomorrow, I will hire laborers to cut the crops." Again, the young sparrows felt a surge of fear and hurried to tell their mother. But she reassured them once more. "Even now, there is no reason to fear. He is still waiting for others to do his work. Rest easy, my children, for no one will come tomorrow." Again, the mother sparrow's prediction was accurate. Days passed, and still, no one came to the fields. Her young ones became bolder, almost mocking the farmer's empty threats. "Mother, the farmer keeps saying he'll harvest, but no one ever comes. This is truly our home now," they chirped with confidence. However, one day, the mother sparrow returned to see her children once more in fear. "What is it this time?" she asked with gentle curiosity. The young sparrows replied, "Today, the farmer said he will come himself tomorrow to harvest the crops. Do we need to be afraid this time?" The mother sparrow's face grew serious. "Yes, children," she said with urgency. "We must leave at once. When he depended on others, we were safe. But now he's decided to do it himself. Tomorrow he will truly come, and if we don't leave, we'll be caught. Dependence on oneself is different from reliance on others." And so, the mother sparrow gathered her children, and together they left the field for a new home. The next day, true to his word, the farmer came to the fields with his sickle in hand, ready to reap the crops himself. But the sparrows were gone, safe and far away. In this story, we see the stark difference between actions based on self-reliance and those that rely on others. Each time the farmer made plans that depended on someone else, he failed. It was only when he decided to act on his own that his plans materialized. The mother sparrow's wisdom teaches us a timeless truth, that waiting for others to accomplish our tasks or dreams often leads to disappointment and stagnation. Think about this in real-life terms. How often do we set our goals aside, hoping someone else will make things easier or smoother for us. Whether it's waiting for perfect conditions or expecting others to push us forward, each form of delay feeds into a cycle of inaction. This pattern of procrastination might seem harmless at first, but over time, it can become a habit of laziness. Each time the farmer waited for someone else to handle his work, he not only delayed his goals but also fell deeper into the trap of dependency. He lost time, resources, and most importantly, his own momentum. When he finally took control, only then did he accomplish his goal. This story isn't just about a farmer's crops. It's a mirror reflecting our own approach to goals and dreams. We often have aspirations, whether in our careers, personal projects, or self-development. Yet, we let opportunities slip by, waiting for someone to help or circumstances to be just right. The lesson here is clear. If you want something done, take the initiative yourself. Self-reliance. True independence means taking ownership of our responsibilities and dreams. When we rely on ourselves, we build a sense of discipline and accountability. We begin to trust in our abilities and stop making excuses. In doing so, we create habits of action and progress. Avoiding procrastination. Procrastination is often rooted in fear or a lack of motivation. Instead of waiting for perfect conditions or external motivation, push yourself to take even small steps. Just as the mother sparrow taught her children the importance of vigilance, we too can cultivate awareness of our own tendencies to delay and make conscious efforts to break them. Building momentum. Every action you take fuels your next step. When you make progress, no matter how small, you create a momentum that drives you forward. Just as the farmer finally succeeded when he took control, you too will find that each step taken with intention brings you closer to achieving your goals. The power of habit. Dependence on others can quickly become a habit. Each time you wait for someone else, you reinforce a pattern of inaction. By shifting your focus towards self-reliance, you cultivate a habit of doing things yourself, which can have far-reaching benefits in all areas of life. Setting realistic expectations. It's natural to seek support from others, but it's essential to have realistic expectations. Understand that while help can be beneficial, the responsibility for your dreams ultimately lies with you. The story of the farmer and the mother sparrow serves as a simple yet profound reminder that laziness often hides behind dependency. When we rely on others or circumstances to fulfill our tasks, we lose control of our lives. True freedom and success come from embracing self-reliance. Just as the farmer achieved his goal only when he took direct action, we too must take responsibility for our own success. In life, if there's a dream you hold dear, don't wait for someone else to make it come true. Start small if needed, but take that first step. Self-reliance isn't about refusing help. It's about ensuring that your progress doesn't depend entirely on others. Remember, success comes to those who take action, who don't let excuses or dependencies hold them back. Each step toward independence is a step toward a life of purpose, achievement, and true fulfillment.